Hello, welcome to my respected listener and YouTube channel in my vlog. Today, I invite you to journey with me into the quiet majesty of one of the nature most timeless creation, the pine tree. Standing tall and evergreen upon mountainside, whispering in the wind, clothed in needless instead of leaves, the pine tree is not just a tree, it is a living symbol of endurance, purity, and wisdom. It teaches us how to stay strong in storm, how to remain green through winters, and how to give life selflessly, silently, and beautifully. Unlike many trees that shed their leaves in autumn, the pine tree remains evergreen throughout the year. It is long, slender, needless, never fade from green to brown. Instead, they hold fast to life even in snow and cold. This internal generally greenly is not a coincidence of biography. Biologically, it is a profound message from nature itself. The pine tree tells us that true strength lies not in changing with every season, but in remaining steadfast amidst change. In our human lives, we often face seasons of joy and sorrow, sunshine and storm. The pine tree says us to keep our spirit alive through them all, to remain rooted in hope and clothed in courage even when the world turns cold. Step into pine tree forest and you will notice something magical. The air feels pure, lighter, and fresh with the scent of pine resin. These trees exhale oxygen in abundance and absorb carbon dioxide silently. The soft pine needles underfoot form a natural carpet, protecting the soil from erosion and nurturing new growth beneath. Birds build their nest among its branches. Squirrels find shelter in its trunk. Countless insects and plants depend on it for survival. The pine tree does not live for itself, it lives for the world around it. It is a giver, a silent benefactor in the great circle of life. From its cones that cradle the seeds of new life to its resin that heals wounds and perfumes the air, the pine tree represents the spirit of generosity that sustains nature. In many ancient cultures, from the Himalayas to the Mediterranean, the pine tree was seen as sacred. Its tall trunk was thought to connect heaven and earth. In Japan, it symbolizes longevity and eternal youth. In China, it stands for steadfastness and virtue. Even in the coldest winter, when other trees closes their leaves and life seems to pause, the pine tree stands strong and green. Its wood, fragrant and resilient, has been used for centuries to build homes, boats, and temples. Its oil has medical properties soothing both body and mind. In every form, standing tall or serving humbly, the pine embodies enduring usefulness and quiet grace. Look closely at the pine tree's shape. It points upward, reaching for the sky, yet it bends and sways gracefully in the wind. It teaches us that sheer strength does not mean stubbornness. The pine tree knows how to yield without breaking, how to dance with the storm rather than fight it. This is the essence of wisdom in nature. Flexibility, just as the pine behind with the wind, we too must learn to adapt without losing our roots. Life will not always follow our plan. Winds will come, rain will fall, and snow will wake upon us. But like the pine, if we remain deeply rooted in our values, kindness, patience, and truth, no storm can uproot us. There is something deeply comforting in the scent of pine. It clears the mind and soothes the heart. Science tells us that the aroma of pine trees can reduce stress and improve mood. Traditional healers have long used pine resin and needles to treat wounds, cough, and fatigue. Thus, the pine is not only guardian of the mountain but also healer of hearts. Its fragrance reminds us that beauty often lives in simplicity, in the quiet small of the forest, the result of needless the steady pulse of the earth. High on lonely peaks, where snow kisses the stone and wind sing ancient song, the pine tree stands as essential of time. It thrives where few others can, in rocky soil, cold air, and thin light. It survives not by seeking comfort but by embracing challenges. This too is its greatest teaching. Growth is not born from comfort but from endurance. The pine thrives in hardship. Its roots dig deep into the mountain's heart, its branches reach high into the clouds. It reminds us that our own strength grows from facing difficulty, not avoiding it. When the wind moves through a pine forest, it creates a sound unlike any other, a deep, soft music, as if the earth itself is breathing. Ancient monks and poets listened to that sound in meditation, believing it to be the voice of the divine whispering through the tree. To sit beneath a pine and listen is to touch peace itself. The world slowed down, the noise of human life feuds. You can feel for a moment the eternal rhythm that connect all living things. In that silence, the pine speak not in words but in wisdom. If we could live like the pine tree, how beautiful our world would be. If we stood tall yet humble, gave freely yet asked for a little, adapted to storm yet stayed true to ourselves, we would live in harmony with nature and one another. The pine's way of life reminds us that the greatest power is the power of quiet godness, the strength to nature, the patience to grow, and the faith to remain green even in life's winters. In a world growing restless and divided, the pine offers us the secret of balance between strength and softness, ambition and peace, self and service. So, my dear friends, when you next see a pine tree standing tall against a blue sky dusted white with snow, take a moment to pause and reflect. It is not just a tree, it is a living poem written by the earth to teach us resilience, generosity, and grace. May we learn from its evergreen spirit to stay alive in our hearts, to keep our roots deep in kindness, and to reach upward towards truth and light. The pine tree may not speak our language, but in its stillness, It says everything. It tells us that life, when lived with simplicity, strength, and love, can stay evergreen forever. Pine trees are powerful air purifiers. They absorb carbon dioxide and release large amount of oxygen, making the air around pine forests clean and fresh. The pine's unique fragrance is not only refreshing but also contains natural compounds that reduce pollution and help clear the atmosphere of harmful particles. The deep roots of pine tree hold the soil family together. In hilly or mountainous regions where rainfalls can easily wash away the land, pine trees act as natural protectors. Their roots prevent soil erosion, landslide, and flooding. The fallen pine needles also form a soft carpet that shield the earth and retain moisture. Pine forest help in maintaining the water cycle. Their roots absorb and filter rainwater, allowing it to move slowly into underground streams. This helps keep spring and river alive, providing pure water to ecosystem and human communities. Pine needles bark and resin have been used in traditional medicine for centuries. They contain natural antiseptics, vitamins, especially vitamin C, and anti-inflammatory properties. Pine needles tea is known to boost immunity, treat cough, and clear respiratory passage. The resin or pine gum is used to heal wound, skin infection, and muscle pain. Thank you for my watching this beautiful video, and do not forget to like and subscribe until I'm not giving a suggestion information, and hoping next another video I will give you a new more informative video in this my channel. So please subscribe and share and like, please.